Everybody, this is Shago, and I'm actually starting Azur Lane Crosswave as my next B-side playthrough, but before I get started on the first video, I actually wanted to show you the actual game that it's actually based on itself. Azur Lane Crosswave, it was not Crosswave itself, but the original Azur Lane. It was done in, I think it was first made in 2017. So it's currently about to go on its 4th anniversary at the moment, or if you're playing the English version like I am, it's almost on its 3rd anniversary. But yeah, the basic premise of this game, it's a mobile game. You can get it on Android, you can get it on iOS. I'm currently playing this on iOS. This is actually footage I've recorded fresh from my iPad, because I'll be honest, none of the emulators I can get for Android, like BlueStacks and such, they really do not like this computer for some reason. This computer can play like PlayStation 4 like quality games like with relative ease, but like emulating an Android tablet, no, that's not happening. So yeah, I'm playing with this, this game fresh from my iPad iOS, and the main principle of it is that basically you have like a whole bunch of anime girls who are basically World War II warships, whether they were actually existed or didn't exist in some cases, and well, some that could even be considered paper ships, where they were just like, they were like concepts and such. And the main storyline is based off, well, as far as the storyline is concerned, the main story mode thing, it's basically just like, for now, the Americans' campaign in World War II. But there is a further story of this in relation to a faction of characters known as the Sirens, who are just like basically like bad guys, who apparently all they're doing is just like sciencing and stuff, but they're like doing it like horribly badly. And it's kind of up to the Cantons to generally keep the peace, but like for the most part, like the main storyline is just basically like the Americans' campaign in World War II, and it's like it's mainly like the event storylines that as the storylines that involve the Siren faction, and recently the Meta faction. You can actually see I actually managed to get one of the Meta faction characters, which I'm kind of like using in this video to like try and grind them a lot. But yeah, as this is a gacha game where you basically have to collect things called wisdom cubes, either by normal means of doing certain tasks, or if you really are intending on doing so, actually paying money to buy them. Like I said, this is well, yeah, this is a game where you can actually buy money to do things. You don't actually have to. The game is generally fairly generous with like the items it gives you that you need to build ships and such, with the tasks that you need to do, and you can usually get enough to actually get you to do all the daily stuff. But like I said, you can buy them if you so want them. There is actually a premium currency in this game. It's the red gems, you can say. Again, sometimes the devs, when they screw up on server maintenance, they will generally give like a lot of gems. They haven't actually done that recently, but at the same time, I don't think they've actually screwed up with maintenance for like the past few times that a maintenance has happened. So there's that. But yeah, you can also spend money to get those, and really all you need the gems for is to get extra dock space and skins for your ship girls, of which some of them I do actually use. But yeah, other than that, you probably also noticed that I'm playing this on auto mode. It's really nice quality of life thing. Basically, you can just have point your girls to where they're going into like an enemy ship or something, and then they just actually do the battle for you. You can actually do a manual battle, and I will I'm probably going to show one of those off later. I generally don't do like manual battles, you'll probably notice, so you're going to probably see that. How I played that. I play that badly. I really shouldn't do, because from what I've been told, like the later worlds in the story mode, like from like World 13 especially, is really notorious for like making sure that you probably really want to manually adjust your like manually apply the game rather than just let the computer do it. Who the computer, as you can see here, basically just mans around randomly, which means if there's any ships in the way, then they're just going to hit it and then they're going to take damage from that, and that's sometimes that can be a very easy way of getting a ship sunk on your side of the field, which is not good. But yeah, every time you complete a battle, you have 3 criteria. You basically have no enemies, no friendly ships sunk in the battle, actually completing the battle, and I think it's completing the battle in less than 2 minutes. As far as the ranking that you get is concerned, it goes like S, A, and B. And if you do fail, either by getting the flagship, which as you can see in the on the interface here, it's actually the ship in the middle that's represented in the back row, or all of your front row ships there. If all those sink, then you actually fail the thing and you get a rank C for it. But yeah, you also get affinity with the girls as well, and it goes up to 100 initially, and then you can quote unquote marry them with promise rings, of which I'll put my hands up, I've not actually used any of the 8 rings that I've actually managed to get to at all. It's like all the ships that I normally like to use are like Affection 100, and I've just actively refused to use an oath ring whatsoever. I mean, I could potentially use a few, because affinity also affects the stats a little bit, and after oathing or getting married to a ship girl, the affinity actually goes up to 200. But yeah, there's that, and really, I don't really have anything else to say. As you can see the auto fleet is just happily defeating the boss of World 8, World 8-4. The only reason I actually chose 8-4 as my showing the battle system here. I'm basically just trying to wait for Maya to come home, who's the super rare drop for this particular map, and she's basically refusing to cooperate and come home. So yeah, that's basically how I've been doing that, between doing stuff in Operation Siren and other such things. But yeah, other things that your ships can do is they can go on commissions where you send them out into the world, and then they come back with goodies and experience. It's also a good way if you're lucky enough to get the defense mission. You do need a lot of oil for that, but 5 cubes is definitely worth the 5 oil. Well, 5 cubes is definitely worth the oil that you get, which is like at least 1200. I won't overdo it with those specific particular missions, because that particular mission actually costs a lot of oil. So overdoing that is not the best way of dealing with things. We've also got research, which helps with the priority rares that you can get, which also done differently. Here I am building ships, and yeah, I don't have enough dock space and I think, so I have to like just get rid of some ships here. Or maybe I don't. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. But I'm gonna try to spell it now. I'm pretty sure I roll garbage here. I usually do. Usually when there's not like a big massive event on, or well, just like an event that I don't really care much for. I only really just like try and build like one light so I can fulfill the mission to build a ship once per die. So you can do that. Here I am. I'm just enhancing some of my ships here that need enhancing. Ideally, you kind of want to enhance them with like similar ships. Like, I prefer to have like the characters that represent aircraft carriers get enhanced by aircraft carriers and so on and so forth. But so yeah, even though some of these things could be considered garbage, you can actually use them to. If you have copies of them, you can upgrade them with the copies of themselves to get even bit more stars, which gives them even better stats. Or you can enhance them with the fodder ships and other such things. And yeah. Oh, I should also mention, I think that's probably what I'm going to be showing off here. This game actually does have a lot of collaborations that they've had. You can see a few of them here. Obviously, we've had the Neptunia series because, well, we've got Azur Lane Crosswave, and that was done by Idea Factory and Compile Heart. But we've also had Casino Eye. We've had like 4 variants. We've had Hololive, which I believe actually isn't actually available in the China servers anymore because of something that happened involving Hololive and China. And you can also see that we also had last year, I believe we also had we had a Dead Alive collaboration, which was based on the Venus Vacation side stories, side game. And I did get all of them, but as soon as I rolled Hanukkah, I basically just threw her in the trash because she's no, I don't like Hanukkah. People who see me play Dead Alive know full well I dislike Hanukkah with a fiery passion. But yeah, I got Kasumi, and that's all I wanted from that collab. I will say that I think coming up shortly for this game is a collaboration with Idolmaster. So there's that coming as well, which I'll be honest is something that I'm kind of not interested in, but I'll have a look into it anyway. So I'm going to leave you with me just flying around with the manual controls. I will say the difference between manual controls is that you can actually adjust when your front row fires the torpedoes, whether you have them, and the back row for launching aircraft, and manually aiming battleship cannons. If you manually aim battleship cannons, you actually get bonus damage onto them, and I believe some battleships actually have other effects as well for when you aim manually as well. As for aircraft carriers, if you actually launch aircraft, it actually destroys all bullets on the screen. So if you're going into a really silly bullet hell situation, you can actually use that and get rid of all the bullets. Which is, I think, another reason why you kind of want to be using manual for World 13, because I've heard it gets really bullet hell. Really bullet helly. So yeah, that's my opinions on Azur Lane. And hopefully I've described it as well as you think I will have described it. Like I said, you can get it on Apple, iOS and Android for free. And yeah, I'll see you in a minute for the first part of Azur Lane Crosswave. Ciao!
チャベリンです、指揮官。どうぞよろしくお願い。チャベリンはすごいでしょ。